guys, welcome back to another video. So as you can see, we're three. Previously, we was just myself and Ibrahim involved in the long form content, but now we have a third member and a special guest for today, who goes by the name Othniel.
Othniel. Yeah, my name is Othniel.
The typical Arsenal fan. Typical. Like if you could define Arsenal fans in one human being, if God made a human being and say you're an Arsenal fan, it's Othniel.
Okay.
Othniel.
Nice one.
100%.
For today's video, as we all know, the Afcon up starts in a few days. We're going to go through our predictions, what we think is going to happen for who we think is going to win the groups and who we think is going to win the overall tournament. So for Group A, we have.
Which one is Comoros?
Where did that one get? I don't know this country.
Comoros.
Comoros. I don't know how they entered, but Group A we have Comoros, Mali, Morocco and Zambia. So I think this is one of the easiest groups for Morocco. I think Morocco will easily top this group. Who do you think is going to finish second?
Fun fact, before we even go to the predictions, unfortunately, they don't even have the flags of the countries. I'm just saying, just Morocco that is there. So that shows like how unknown these countries are. If you're watching this and from one of these countries, respect, but like Morocco should easily top this group.
I don't think I think it's an internet issue, not a football issue.
No,
I think like we can't see the flags on the so I think the internet hasn't loaded.
Okay.
So yeah. The internet is even speaking for us. So we think Morocco. I think Morocco is going to win this group. Who do you think is going to finish second?
Who do I think? I think Zambia. I'm not really sure. They don't really have experience at the top level. I don't really think it's Zambia. So I think it's Mali.
I think Mali.
Comoros. They're just here for vibes and inshallah. So Mali second, yeah. Morocco first, Mali second.
So let's move on to Group B.
Yeah.
So I think Group B is the trickiest group out of all the groups here. We have Angola, Egypt, South Africa, and Zimbabwe. So I want to speak on Angola. In the last Afcon, Angola really did well. I think they got to the quarterfinals, or is it semis?
Quarterfinals.
We beat Nigeria. Beat them, no?
No, Nigeria in the quarterfinals. I think it was Ivory Coast and them.
Ivory Coast don't.
Nigeria played their game. Nigeria, I'm not. You don't quote me on that, but I think Ivory Coast beat
Angola. But Angola did well in the last Afcon. They're the only Portuguese speaking country in Africa here. So I remember them doing well in the last Afcon. So I think they did well in the last Afcon. Egypt
is definitely top in this group.
Egypt. Something about Egypt doesn't really.
South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa have been very, very good of recent. So I think South Africa should top the group. But I think that's why I said this is the trickiest group, because Zimbabwe too is decent. So this group you don't really have a winner per se, but like you have teams that can like challenge each other.
Okay.
So I think
that like if one player took it because Egypt is a story of Salah or no Salah.
Yeah, or Mamouche, Salah or Mamouche.
Yeah, Salah. If a good Salah and a good Mamouche show up,
they should do well.
They should top the group. But if you look
of recent, Salah
hasn't really started for City,
and Salah has been off for Liverpool. He has issues with Liverpool, so
he has been casted away from the dressing room, even though he played the last game. But there has been some friction between him and the head coach.
Yeah.
So I think South Africa have the most consistent, in my eyes, they're the most consistent, and they should top the group. But if Salah and Mamouche show up and they show up like fire, I think Egypt should.
So the moment we're waiting for Group C. Super Eagles of Nigeria, after disappointing us in the World Cup qualifiers.
Oh, we might enter. You never know.
We might still enter the World Cup with the recent allegations.
But that one,
the football gods, Maradona.
Maradona is trying for us.
How shameless are we?
Anything to go to the World Cup,
World Cup is World Cup.
World Cup is World Cup. No matter how you go, World Cup is World Cup. So Group C, we have. It's another tricky group. Nah, it's not really tricky. We have Nigeria, Tanzania, Tunisia, and Uganda. So I think Nigeria should top this group. But I saw the Afcon list and some players are missing. We have Ola is not going. Frederick is not going. He has been really. He played well for. That's a big miss, because it's the substitute. It's the sub for Ola and he really played well. Yeah. So I think Frederick too is not going. I think he's injured. Who else is not going in the attack? I don't think Tolu was called up, but we can't really blame them. He has not been performing for Wolves. Like, it doesn't start any Premier League. That's the only Premier League. It doesn't really start. So like you go based on performances, and this player for Sevilla Has really been performing. Yeah, has really been performing.
Ejike can play ball.
That guy they play ball. Make I not lie. That guy they play ball.
Guy.
Someone skill. That guy caught one guy. Now it's gonna score. Oh my.
Was it the game against Egypt?
No. The recent game.
Yeah,
No.
that was Egypt.
Yeah.
Egypt about a day or two.
Oh, that guy is playing. I don't go lie. You. That guy.
That guy is the best player.
That guy. Even Lukman has been off this season. So I don't.
Chukwueze should show face.
Apart from Osimhen, is Ejike? No, it's Iwobi.
No.
What?
Iwobi.
In the midfield.
Hey, there was a statistic I read. I think around November or so. Iwobi had, I think he was number one in Europe when they came to pass it into the final third. Iwobi was one in Europe.
That's the thing. Most those players perform for their
clubs.
My issue like the national team, they don't perform.
Because national team is set up in a way like the way Wolves play. Not Wolves. Fulham play and the way Nigeria play. Two different styles of football.
I think Nigeria should not. I think they need to prioritize their midfield. They always play two midfielders.
Yeah, Osimhen is by and far the best player in Nigeria.
It's just Iwobi and. Iwobi and is it that Iwobi and Ndidi or Iwobi and Onyeka? What do you expect them to do?
They don't have legs. Iwobi is not going to run up and down the pitch for 90 minutes.
That goal that these people scored against us. Was it Rwanda that we played in the Congo scored us. Ndidi, it was Iwobi that lost the ball. No, Iwobi lost the ball and he could not track back and stop the goal. So I think.
And also I don't understand in almost 100 games for
By the way, this guy is a stats merchant.
In almost 100 games
GM
for Nigeria,
merchant.
Iwobi has only had, I think he has had only like 10 or 12 goal contributions in like 100 matches. Like, it was around 90 95 matches.
That's poor. That's quite poor.
Looking in perspective, that is poor. That is like, because Iwobi is seen as our best midfielder.
Yeah.
He's the creative engine of the team.
So I think
only have 12 goal contributions in like how many years of playing for the Super Eagles?
I think
like about he has been in Super Eagles team for about 8 or 9 years now.
Yeah, I think still like
16 or 17.
16, 17 yeah.
6, 7. No, there's no way.
There's no way you say that 6, 7. No. So we hope that Nigeria tops this group, and I think Tunisia should finish second in this group. For Group D, we have Benin, Botswana, Congo, and Senegal. Senegal is topping this group. I don't even think I've seen Botswana play football in my life. No offense, but I don't think I've seen any.
This Afcon is like
Afcon, guys. Afcon is a funny. The funny, you see referees. Last year, last Afcon, the referee blew whistle 10 minutes for the end. How does that happen? Like African football needs to be questioned, though. Like, how do you?
I don't know about taking this seriously.
I swear. When Jimmy Carragher said Afcon is not a major competition, I don't. You vex, but if you dip it, Afcon, it's so common, guy. Afcon, it's not every 2 years, every year. Every 2 years.
There's no mistake. There's no intrigue.
Exactly, it's too common, guy.
Like if you look at this, look at the World Cup. Look at the World Cup now. Now that we qualified, the next time the World Cup goes around,
Osimhen is 31, 32. It will be 33 or something.
It will be like 34, 30.
No,
like,
33. Osimhen is 27 now.
27. Okay, so you'll be like.
Osimhen is
28 this year before the World Cup, so you'll be like 32.
One more guy.
Chukwueze will be 30. All these guys will be old. Indeed, he will.
No worry, we will play for them. We'll qualify for the next World Cup. Chop.
But if you look at the Afcon, Osimhen was still as young as he is now. Like the difference isn't that much. Missing an Afcon isn't really that important. That's really what makes the World Cup that big tournament, that like glorified tournament.
Yeah.
Not just because of the level of football and the importance of it, but because it happens only once every 4 years.
Yeah, that's true. So, but I think this group is quite easy. I think Senegal will finish first, and probably I think Congo and Benin. But I think Congo should finish second. I think Congo. Group E. I think this is the easiest group easily. Algeria, Burkina Faso, Equatorial Guinea, and Sudan. 3 out of those countries I've not seen play football in my life.
I saw Burkina Faso.
Yeah, I've seen Burkina Faso play football.
But they're no match for Algeria.
Yeah, they're no match for Algeria.
Algeria should top the group.
Mahrez
or not?
Does he still play for Algeria? I think it still does.
No, he still plays for Algeria.
Yeah, he still plays for Algeria.
Mahrez or not, they should still top the group. They
qualified for the World Cup, no?
Yeah, they're qualified for the World Cup.
So they should.
They have some.
Yeah,
some good players. So
this guy, he should qualify for the World Cup. So I think that group is set and done. Group F, Cameroon. This is a tricky group. Cameroon, Gabon, Ivory Coast, and Mozambique.
As an Arsenal fan, if Auba shows up,
Ibu.
Aubameyang. If he
Aubameyang.
shows up, Gabon is second.
No.
Is second. See.
I think the current champions don't really have a chance. Most of the players that they took last year, like 7 of them are not in the squad. Person that won the Afcon for them, what's his name? What's his winger's name? That scored the goal against Nigeria.
That guy. That scored the goal.
That cooked. I know.
I know now.
That cooked him.
I think
He's not coming for the Afcon. So many players are not going for them. The new coach is not very picky, but like, I don't think he's going because he didn't really perform.
He just wasn't called up. At least that's what we know. We don't know the true reason. But
he wasn't called up. Sebastian Haller is no more on form. I don't think he's getting called up. So many of their players are not going, and I think that's going to be a big factor. Even though they're the current champions.
Was it Kessie?
Yeah. Kessie, Saudi.
2019 Kessie and 2025 Kessie, like there's a lot of difference.
The big difference.
He was already finished.
And Cameroon, I think Cameroon is still a solid team. Mbuemo, Ahmad.
Abubakar does still play for them.
Abubakar, I don't think so. These guys didn't even called up. I don't think Onana was called up for Cameroon.
No, Onana wasn't called up.
He wasn't called up. They had an issue. Eto and the coach had an issue.
Eto wanted to sack the coach, but the coach refused to leave.
Yeah.
So now replacing the new coach.
That doesn't make sense because
that's African football.
The president of the federation. The president of the federation sacked you. You said no, I am not going. He hired a new coach. How does that work? God. The president. How does that work? Because the president of the football association said, you know what, leave our country. And nobody head coach. He said, no, I am not going. How? Azal now. It's like saying, it's like saying for Perez fucking Xabi Alonso. I'm not going. No, I'm not going anyway. African football is.
That's African football for you.
African football is very, very, very questionable. Very, very questionable.
But that's what makes it lovely at the same time. Like it comes a time where like you start to appreciate like African football. I know this is silly and this is like stupid. This shouldn't happen. We don't want it to happen, but like it's vibes. I always say vibes and inshallah on this channel.
Vibes FC.
Like vibes FC, like that is African football. Just like if I could describe it to an Oyinbo, that's African football.
So we've come to the end of the Afcon predictions for the group stage. So what do you think is going to be the underdogs, the surprising team, something like that, for this tournament?
I said Gabon because of Aubameyang.
These Arsenal fans. I think a team that will shock us is going to be South Africa. I think South Africa will get to like the semis or the finals. I think they are really. People don't. Guys, South Africa are good though.
People are thinking the usual ones: the Senegals, the Nigerias, even the Ivory Coast, the Egypt. They think those ones were going to win first.
Well, I think Senegal is our underdogs, and I think they will do well this tournament, and I think they should go far. So, what do you think? What are your underdogs?
My underdogs. I agree with you, but I'm actually South Africa. Like South Africa have been underrated when it comes to the way they take football seriously. Of course, we're expecting the Moroccos to win the what do you call it? Cameroons, the big nations, the established nations. Not to say South Africa isn't established. Of course, they're the only country in Africa that hosted the World Cup. But the way they take football seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, our keeper, what's his name, Moabali, he plays in
the South African League.
It shows that he's not even playing in his own. Okay, he's not playing abroad. He's not playing
outside Africa.
But
still, he's not playing
in South Africa, not even in his own country, Nigeria. That just shows how good like their league is. I think
it just shows how bad Nigeria is.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You can't compare it to the leagues in Morocco. Morocco
and Egypt.
Well done to Morocco. I've seen some videos about their league. Their league is they use technology that is like
same with Egypt. Same with Egypt. Egypt's league is quite good.
Those northern African countries.
Yeah, they are rich.
All those
Arab countries. They have money now. God.
Like we played football in Nigeria physically. Like,
oh God, Nigeria is. So what do you think? What do you want and what do you think is going to win the Afcon?
Who do I think? I think Nigeria is going to win the Afcon. I think just because, like, they know that the players know that they never even born them well not to win the Afcon. Like,
they don't born them well
because like if they don't win the Afcon, they're going to be a generation of failure because they've not won anything for the country. We've not won anything big since 2013. That's why we won the Afcon.
Yeah.
So is it going to be another generation, another failure of the generation? Because Osimhen, if he doesn't win this Afcon, He's not winning the next one. They're going to be old. It's going to be 30 next, 30 or 31 the next Afcon. So this is the time. It will be. This is the time. Chukwueze, this is the time.
That's true.
Indeed, this is the time.
That's true.
They
So
have to win it this time, and I think that mentality is going to take them far.
So who do you think is going to win, and who do you want to win?
Of course, I'm a Nigerian. I want Nigeria to win, though. But I think Morocco is definitely taking this one.
I think Morocco is going to win.
Morocco is definitely going to take
In my opinion, I think Nigeria will just get a luck. It's not going to be luck, but I think luck will be on their side, and I think they're going to win the Afcon, and I hope they win the Afcon. Because for me, I think Nigeria, they have the squad, they have everything. Like just to stay together and just perform for each other. I feel like I just feel like they'll do well if
fight for your country.
Just fight for your country, and every other person is going to fight for their country. So just push, just try your best, and they should win the Afcon. So we've come to the end of this video. So please don't forget to leave your opinion in the comment down below.
Yeah, I'm actually interested to see what you guys think about it.
Yeah, and please subscribe and see you in the next video. Peace.